So I have been asked why are rituals important? And I have to admit I don't know. I really don't know, because I've not grown up in a culture with ritual. But I have a sense that they are super important. This is an elder tree standing here on the mountain, on the hill. And I thought this is a very good company. And it's also, so I'm not just alone with this very heavy tower and these very heavy earrings, because that would be too much for me alone. So I'm very grateful for you to also be here. It's a tower to live in. Can you imagine? To live in a tower with 6-meter thick walls, 10 meters above the ground. You had to climb a tiny little ladder to get in there.
Sounds like Europe.
It sounds like Europe. It sounds like Europe, it sounds like Germany. And this is like, it's still standing there. This land itself is how I also would describe a ritual. I feel the earth here, I feel the air. I look at the sky with the clouds and the light. I feel the openness and the generosity. I feel also the human-made violence, and I feel the life and death and the decay and the becoming. And I feel like this is how I want to live, where I can feel all of this and don't have to pretend it's just a construction of safety. When I think about my connection to ritual, I remember from growing up, my conscious time of remembering, there was a sense of connection and being part of a family, and like where things happened in a way that I felt kind of safe. And then the sense faded a bit, like with growing older. Rituals were there as long as things were good, which is good and beautiful. And there was suddenly then no ritual for the moment where it was needed the very most. Which already shows, like, ritual is needed the most, for example, in moments of loss, in moments of change. Because every change is also a loss, even if something new comes. But this change needs and asks and cries and dreams for ritual. And I'm having these earrings. I like them a lot, and I think they are beautiful. But at the same time, I feel them on my ears, and they make noise. And and they used to belong to my mother.
What exactly is hanging from your ear?
On my ears is hanging the trauma of like generations of white people that raised me and that are my lineage. Here I have a figure hanging on a ring in the air, like trying to save their life. And here is like a construction of abstract objects that just dangle from my ear and make a huge noise on my ear bowl. I don't expect that Geheimwege we will reach our Heim in this season of the series, or in this year, or in my lifetime, but I want to be on this journey. And I don't want to be alone. So that's why I'm doing this. It's an invitation. Come along if you want. Please come along.